I want to go back to Bush for a second, because what's interesting to me, and you alerted me to this idea in those 4 books, they talked a lot about a bunch of stuff as how they were going to do it, but they never talked about, according to you, should we do it? Should we go to war?
Particularly in Iraq. I mean, that's what's so astonishing. And I wrote the second book, Plan of Attack, about how they made that decision. And a number of people after the book came out and called me up and said, you know, what's most interesting about this book is the meeting they didn't have, which is the meeting to sit down and say, okay, we've done all this planning, we have military plans that they updated and changed and thought they made better time and time again. Now let's sit back and say, should we do it? There was a momentum, there was a sense of inevitability, there was a sense that it was going to be easy, and no meeting, no discussion. I asked President Bush, did you ask Colin Powell for his recommendation on war? And President Bush said, no, I didn't.
Well, did Colin Powell do everything he could or should have in order to make the president clear what his opinion on it was?
Well, the president said, I knew what he thought, but when you get into the details, and God is in the details here, Powell's objections were voiced very early, and they were in the context of, well, let's consider the ramifications of this. If we invade Iraq, it will take all the oxygen out of the air in foreign policy, that it will dominate everything politically. It was not an argument against war. Powell, as you know, very strongly held the belief that presidents decide on wars, not generals, or in that case when he was Secretary of State. But I'm sure if you got Colin Powell on sodium pentothal, the truth serum, he would acknowledge that his arguments got diluted in the process, and he probably should have been more aggressive in going to the president and saying, we really haven't thought about the consequences of this and the downside and the planning. Are we absolutely sure? When President Bush told Colin Powell that he decided on war, it was a 12-minute meeting.
12 minutes.
12 minutes, head to head. And the President asked Powell, will you be with me? And Powell kind of, I think, paused and then said, I'll be with you, Mr. President.